back. We are looking at the 365 days of the Narendra Modi. In fact, the Prime Minister is winning the perception battle. His government may have missed the pulse of the country on some few issues, but the outlook is favorable for the NDA government at the centre. We at Times Now have had the biggest snap poll on the year gone by, with over 75,000 respondents giving their verdict. Here it is.
मैंने आपको कहा था, मैं कभी चैन से बैठूंगा नहीं, मैं कभी वैकेशन नहीं लूंगा, मैं कभी आराम नहीं करूंगा.
In Mathura, Prime Minister Modi hard selling the achievements of his government, which completes a year in office. But has the man who came to power on the promise of Achhe Din delivered on that?
37.6% still hopeful. The big yes is 27.7%. And a big no is 27.7%. So that's huge. Yes, that's huge. Actually, that gives you a clear sense of the fact that, if you look at it in terms of how many people are purely endorsing the government right now, who believe strongly that the Achhe Din have arrived, it's only 27.7%.
आज अब गरीब के पैसे कोई लूट नहीं पाएगा, और उन 27,000 करोड़ भी उनको बताया है. आप बता दीजिए, आप पैसा आप जहां होंगे वहां मैं जमा करवा दूंगा.
The government has listed out its highlights, but it's failing evident in the fight to control inflation and in the addressing of the farmers' plight. Rahul Gandhi's suit-boot jibe, though, splitting opinion, with nearly half the respondents agreeing with the perception.
Do you perceive this as a suit-boot government? 43% say big yes. 43% of the people of this country have bought into the whole suit-boot argument against this government. 51% say no. Now assume this, there's a much larger number of people who would be supporting the BJP in a clear bipolar situation on a poll such as this.
ये गरीब के खून के पसीने के पैसे 27,000 करोड़ रुपया ये गरीबों के नाम पर बात करने वालों ने अपनी तिजोरियों में बंद करके रखा हुआ था मेरे भाई.
Riding on the promise to get back black money, the C-voter approval ratings show that the respondents feel let down by the government's U-turn.
Very interesting. The promise that was made on the election plank has turned out to be the biggest letdown for the Modi government 1 year down the line. It is the issue of black money. It's a whopping 50% who believe that the government has let down the people on the issue of black money.
But it's not all gloom and doom, with hope for the Modi government to still come good on its promises.
84% on this side. Yes, and we could see that sense when we put out the first question. When we saw that about 65% was still hopeful. It was that bunch which said big yes and still largely hopeful. And that sentiment continues, wherein they believe perhaps this government needs some more time to prove itself and to actually actualize the promise that they have made.
आने वाले 5 साल में नदियों को जोड़ने का काम हो, बारिश के पानी को रोकने का काम हो, पानी को पहुंचाने का काम हो, जल संचय का काम हो.
Where the government is fighting a losing perception battle is in its effort to control the fringe.
When this question is put out, has the government controlled fringe elements? Only 43% say yes, which means even among 40% say no. Now make the assumption that the Congress in terms of a popularity poll would be in single digits or a little over that. That means there are a lot of BJP voters who feel Mr. Modi has not done enough to control the fringe elements.
The government, which promised the development pitch, has to do a quick course correction.
The fringe have overshadowed development. 59% of the people believe that it has. That's almost 60% of people who believe, whether in terms of perception or otherwise, we must put this qualifier, that the fringe issue has overshadowed development in the first year of the Modi government.
So they cannot have more of these Ramzadeh comments. They cannot have the more of Sakshi Maharaj, Yogi Adityanath, the vitriolic Yogi kind of people, because that seems to overshadow the main cause this government is trying to push. That is.
It's been 365 days since he came to power, an important landmark for the Modi government. But the hard work still remains, and so do the expectations. Bureau Report, Times Now.
Well, clearly Certainly, the polls do give the edge to the Narendra Modi government, saying that it has done well on several fronts, but the crucial worries continue to be inflation as well as black money in terms of the U-turns of this government. Also, the perception of the Soot Boot Ki Sarkar. Joining me this morning from New Delhi is Congress spokesperson Jaiveer Shergill, Mr. D. Raja of the CPI, also with us, Advocate Aman Sinha joining us from the BJP, and Neerja Chaudhary continues to be with us in the studio. Jaiveer Shergill, the question goes out to you that while the jibe Soot Boot Ki Sarkar may have struck home, because over 40% of the people believe that this is a Soot Boot Ki Sarkar, however, it hasn't impacted the ratings of your own leader Rahul Gandhi. As far as Narendra Modi is concerned, he tops 60% in terms of his own popularity ratings, whereas Rahul Gandhi is a poor 7%, way behind him. So still not the alternative at the center as a leader who could solve the people's problems. Jaiveer Shergill?
Navika, firstly, I think Soot Boot Ki Sarkar is the apt description of the Modi government, because the cover page of the BJP manifesto said Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, but the government is only doing kuch ka saath and kuch businessmen ka vikas. Now, I will answer your question on Mr. Rahul Gandhi's popularity, but before that I want to make 2-3 points. Number one, Modi government's first year is like a big budget Bollywood film gone flop, high on expectation, zero delivery. Agrarian crisis, rural misery, and a sluggish economy are the three ugly anniversary gifts of this government to the people of India. I have the Times of India report in front of me. Vegetable prices have soared by 140%. Twitter and long speeches do not fill the stomach of Indians, the ambitions of the youth, the relieve the farmers from their problems, but actual sincerity and work does, which this government lacks. Number three, the BJP manifesto is gathering dust in their headquarters.
Stop reading out the speech, Jaiveer Shergill. Answer the question. Where is Rahul Gandhi in all this? Answer that question, because people are saying that if the Congress is so bullish on their own prospects on standing this government, then Rahul Gandhi, why isn't his popularity increasing?
Navika, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is where? I will answer you where he is. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is with the farmers of this nation whose voices are being bulldozed and muzzled by this government. Rahul Gandhi is with that common person who is fighting against a builder which this government is promoting. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is with the tribals. Mr. Modi lied. I'm sorry I'm using these words against the Prime Minister. He lied yesterday in the rally when he said we are doing a lot for tribals and Adivasis. 7,700 crore is the budget cut of Tribal Development Ministry, but 30%.
Oh, let's not get into budget cuts on this 365 days of Narendra Modi. Let me get in Mr. D. Raja. I'm also joined by Sankarshan Thakur, roving editor of the Telegraph. Mr. D. Raja, do you buy the argument that Rahul Gandhi's Soot Boot jibe may have run home, but the fact is that the Congress still not being seen as the alternative, and that is the test of an opposition party?
All said and done, I do not see much difference in the economic philosophies pursued by BJP or by Congress. If at all Congress has to emerge as an alternative or as a counter to BJP, Congress party will have to review its economic policies. In the past, Congress used to pursue certain center of left policies, the so-called Nehruvian policies. Now it seems Congress party has abandoned all left of center policies and Nehruvian policies. It started all with UPA 2 very clearly. Whether Congress is willing to review its policies, secularism is all right, but it is not enough. People look at economic policies. Congress party will have to review its economic policies. Otherwise, Congress party cannot place an alternative or alternate program against Congress BJP. This is what Congress party should realize. As far as BJP is concerned, BJP has been pursuing all neoliberal policies with an aggression to take them towards more further right-wing in the country. It is the experience of the past 1 year for common people, the toiling people, and their plight continues in the same miserable way. As far as ordinary people, as far as the toiling people, the 1 year rule of BJP has proved to be disastrous. The Acha Din or good days are not for the poor and toiling people, despite what Ms. Modi has been talking about poverty elevation, government will work for poor, government will work for farmer. Actually what they do, despite all these rhetorics, demagogy, what is being done by the government,
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Let me draw in Aman Sinha into this debate as well, Mr. D. Raja. Aman Sinha, the question is that the BJP is facing the weight of its own expectations. The Prime Minister may have done well for the first year, but the fact is that people have much higher expectations than the delivery so far. And that expectation has been increased by the hype created by the BJP itself, by the Narendra Modi government itself. The question is on key issues. You may have seen that inflation rates have been reined in, but inflation continues to be the huge concern of the people, and the suit boot jibe seems to have somewhere or the other got stuck to this government. Does that worry the BJP?
No, Navika, the BJP in the past 1 year has performed remarkably well. The Prime Minister has given an inspirational leadership to the country, and the government through its effort has laid foundation for a modern, developed, new, strong India in the past 1 year of governance. Now, as far as inflation is concerned, the inflation rates, whether it is WPI or CPI, they have both been at their lowest.
The inflation rates may be down, Aman Sinha, but the fact is prices are still going up. Prices are still going up, and it is food inflation that is actually the concern of people. Kitchen budgets haven't come down at all.
Navika, you will recall that the UPA era was double-digit inflation rate and growth rate nearing 4-5%. We have reversed that. Today we are in negative inflation rate and heading towards a double-digit inflation rate. India is today the fastest growing economy of the world, heading towards 10% GDP growth rate. Is this not Achhe Din? What else is Achhe Din? We have provided for universal social security to all the Indian citizens, which was never envisaged earlier. Universal pension, what is it? Is it not Achhe Din? Universal life insurance, what is it? Is it not Achhe Din?
Okay, Aman Sinha, hold your thoughts. We have to cut across. Aman Sinha, hold your thoughts. We have to cut across to the press conference by BJP President Amit Shah. Please stay with us, all our guests. We will come back to you after this press conference.
आज हम गर्व के साथ कह सकते हैं कि देश की जनता का भरोसा और विश्वास इस 1 साल के कार्यकाल के बाद और मजबूत हुआ है। और एक बड़ी बात और, 2014 के चुनाव से पहले कांग्रेस के लोग, विपक्ष के लोग उपहास उड़ाते थे, कहते थे कि मोदी जी को विदेशी नीति नहीं आती, उनको अर्थनीति नहीं आती, प्रधानमंत्री तो नहीं बन सकते, हाँ कांग्रेस दफ्तर के बाहर आके चाय जरूर बेच सकते हैं। मित्रों, गरीब परिवार में जन्मे व्यक्ति नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी ने ऐसे कटाक्षों का जवाब अपने काम से दिया है। विस्तार से आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी पूरे 1 साल के कार्यकाल का और हमारे जन कल्याण पर्व के बारे में विस्तृत रूप से आपसे बातचीत करेंगे। धन्यवाद।
मित्रों, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की प्रेस वार्ता में आप सबका स्वागत है। आज 26 मई 2015 भारतीय जनता पार्टी की श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के नेतृत्व में जो सरकार बनी, उसका ठीक 1 साल आज समाप्त होने जा रहा है। गत चुनाव कई मायने में नए रिकॉर्ड स्थापित करने वाला रहा, देश के लोकतंत्र के इतिहास के लिए और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए भी। 30 साल के बाद इस महान देश में किसी एक पार्टी को बहुमत देने का फैसला 2014 के चुनाव में इस देश की जनता ने किया। एक निर्णायक मैंडेट किसी एक पार्टी को 30 साल के बाद मिला और आजादी के बाद पहली बार किसी गैर कांग्रेसी दल को पूर्ण बहुमत वाली सरकार बनाने का मौका इस देश की जनता ने दिया। ये दोनों चीजें देश के लोकतंत्र के इतिहास में बहुत महत्वपूर्ण हैं और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए एक गौरव की बात है कि देश की जनता ने जो पहली बार किसी गैर कांग्रेसी दल को सरकार बनाने का मौका दिया वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दिया और देश के सभी हिस्सों से करीब करीब भारतीय जनता पार्टी और एनडीए का प्रतिनिधित्व आज संसद में इस सरकार में साझेदार हैं। अरुणाचल में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सांसद है तो कच्छ में भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सांसद है, लेह लद्दाख में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सांसद है तो कन्याकुमारी में भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सांसद है। पूरब, पश्चिम, उत्तर, दक्षिण, मध्य चहु और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को इस देश की प्रजा ने सम्मानित किया है और हमें सरकार